Yes. This is Too Real Sports, where we keep it way too real. I'm Mitri.
I'm Big F.
And we're here on our very first show, Glorious Day, where we'll keep it way too real, way too honest.
Unapologetic, unbiased, uncensored.
Directly to the sports. We don't have to interview no players. We don't need to have no friendships. So we don't care about no feelings. We see what we see and we report that.
We don't see what's off the field. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on in their mind. We're gonna tell you what's going on that field and on that court and on that ice, on that diamond.
So with that said,
wait, maybe not on the ice. We ain't gonna talk about the ice too much.
When you said it, I ain't gonna lie. Well, you said very few with the ice.
Yeah.
But what we do know is football. And this is the first week of football. I can smell the grass. And the game of the week, one of our first segments on the show, the very first one, is dear to our hearts, me being a Cowboy fan.
You know me, I'm the New York hometown New York Giants fan.
Unfortunately. And so, the game of the week, for the first week, like always, the last 3 years, is the Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants.
You think they do it on purpose every year? They know what it is. They know what it is.
Ratings, they know. Yeah. Cowboys, that's why. Y'all just happen to be beneficiaries. All right, so we're going to get into this. We're going to break down some of our points of what we think about the game and leverage and points that's going to make the victor the Cowboys. So first, I'm going to start off with Dak and Dez. Dak had a great year, an exceptional year, a record-breaking year for a rookie quarterback. And him being thrown in the fire so late, he didn't get a rapport with certain receivers, definitely Dez Bryant. So he had to throw who was open. Him and Cole Beasley had a good, rapport with each other because Cole is always open. With Dez, a lot of times, you got to throw it to him and he's going to make the play. I think with them having this off season and finally having a camp together, I'm very excited to see Dak and Dez and their rapport.
I don't understand how you starting over for Dak and Dez. We all know the credit goes to the O-line. It all starts with the O-line with the Cowboys. They got 3 old pros on their starting O-line.
Very true.
On the right guard, left guard, and the center. So that's right there.
Very true.
So, but the Giants have all pros on their defensive end too. Starting with my man Big Snacks. Big Snacks is number one. What he do? He's number one run stop in the NFL. I understand that the Cowboys O-line, they arguably...
They are the best. They are the best. You was trying to stumble to say it. They're the best.
They're the best.
They're the best.
They're the best O-line.
They're the best, yeah.
Zeke is playing.
Zeke is definitely playing.
Zeke
is home. Zeke home on bail. Zeke is home. I mean, yeah, to piggyback what you saying, the O-line, D-line, that is definitely probably what's going to tilt the game. I really don't see... I can't say I don't see, but the O-line and D-line, your secondary, I don't want to talk about that, but the O-line and D-line, that's the game.
I'm going
right
to talk,
there.
but I would like to talk about the secondary, though. That's why I think the Giants is going to come away with the game. Because the Cowboys secondary is... Who is the Cowboys secondary? It's Dre's boyfriend, and I don't know the other... Like, first of all, the Cowboys secondary is all brand new. The Cowboys have no pass rush because all their pass rush is suspended like as usual. They're not gonna be able to. They're not gonna be able to. Even though the Giants O-line is, But you guys have no pass rush. Cowboys have no pass rush. So honestly, the future Hall of Famer quarterback Eli Manning is gonna have all day in the pocket, and he's gonna eat buffet style.
Come on.
He's not future Hall of Famer. Listen. I don't want to make this Eli topic, but we not gonna get into it. He's the future Hall of Famer.
So if we talk about our secondary, that is something I will keep an eye on. Highlighting my man Anthony Brown, number 30. He's a second-year player for us who will have to see Odell a lot, assuming. He's got to grow up a lot. Like I said, being a second-year player, he was a 6th-round pick. Big surprise out of our huge, draft class last year. Towards the last 5 games of the season, Pro Football Focus, they had him one of the top 5 cornerbacks playing. You know what I'm saying? And they had him the 4th best rookie cornerback last year. You know what I'm saying? So we need him to take a big step. I'm not going to lie. We got some rookie cornerbacks out there who got to see some big
that's what I was alluding to. That's just one player. Scary. The Giants revamped their offense. We have coming back, of course, we already know Odell. We have the young stud Sterling Shepard coming back. And we also got, Eli loves his big receivers. And we got a brand new toy, 6'4", 230-pound Brandon Marshall.
He took one hit in the preseason and he played the rest of the whole
That's all right, but he's playing in week 1. That means he's
hit
fine.
his shoulder.
That's fine though. Because Brandon Marshall will be there, so I don't know who's gonna be guarding him. And we all know the slant routes. McAdoo loves those in his offense, in his system. He's gonna slant route him to death. Nobody's gonna be able to guard. And on the goal line, we got a brand new toy, young dude, our tight end Evan Ingram. So you pick your poison. You want to double Odell all game and give up the long seam routes in the middle to Evan Ingram, or you gonna let Odell just have a 250-yard game?
Well, we do need the pass rush to step up. We know we took Taco in the first round, so we need him to play right away.
There's no pass rush to step up. There is no pass rush on the defensive end.
He's a first-round pick.
We'll see.
He's a first-round pick. Don't think he's a first-round pick. So, and he's had 2 sacks in the preseason. That accounts for something.
You also, I forgot, you said you started off with the Dez connect. Last year, Dez Bryant was guarded by. You should remember because you got to remember.
Yeah, the Jenkins kid.
Janoris Jenkins. Dez Bryant 2 games, 18 yards, 2 catches.
1 game was in the rain.
Dez will remember. Dez remembers that too. Dez is coming for Janoris. Yeah, you better believe it. And Janoris gonna be standing there with his hands wide open again. We haven't seen this movie play out before.
If you want to instigate Dez all you want, you can. Jenkins played.
I respect
with the Rams.
Dez Bryant. There's nothing to instigate, but I respect Dez Bryant. I respect Dez, but
he played with the Rams and he got torched. But I dig what you're saying. We both, O-line, D-line. That's where it starts. Watch out for my man Jalen Smith too. He's gonna be out there. You know what I'm saying? And he has to play a huge role since our starting middle linebacker got.
See, you got to understand this. Cowboys rivalry with the Giants, NFC East, goes back since forever. Why don't I know Jalen Smith?
All right.
Why don't I know Jalen Smith?
You should.
What was it? He's a DB? He's a quarterback?
Middle linebacker. He was the top. He's gonna be a number 1 top 3 pick.
I know Sean Lee, but I don't know about no Jalen Smith.
We're gonna see. We're going to see. So, I can't wait to brag about this next week. So, I guess we're going to move on. We got a lot of things going around the league week 1. Very exciting.
Yeah. We got week 1, we got the Saints coming playing at Minnesota. AP coming back home. That should be a nice little welcome back for him. Yeah, AP is going to be extra motivated. AP is coming off an injury. He's trying to prove all the doubters wrong again. He's trying to come back and say, I'm AP. He's coming back home. He got a chip on the shoulder. What was the quote he said? About what he said? I want to stick it to him. I want to stick it to him. I don't really know.
Will he get the opportunities? That's the only thing I'm not sure about.
I'm saying, he's gonna split carries to Ingram.
Ingram just had almost 1,100 yards last year. So, and he's their guy. I'm rooting for AP. I'm rooting for him.
At this point in their careers, that they probably need each other. They need each other because they complement each other. And then with the injuries and their age, they need to split the carries and
I'm definitely rooting for him.
Try to remain. Yeah, I am too. But
I want to also see another kid I'm rooting for, Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook, Dalvin Cook. He's all
Florida
that.
State.
He's all that.
Florida State. One of the teams I like.
I think he's going to translate to the NFL, and I think it'll be a good game to show at home versus the trash Saints defense.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook running back for the Vikings.
You know what's crazy though? The Saints defense. The Saints defense is ranked 3rd in the preseason out of overall in the NFL, but. What you think about that being? I don't care. I honestly don't care. Saints defense is Saints defense until they prove otherwise.
Yeah, I don't know who's. Yeah. I know Cameron Jordan. That's all I got for you.
I'm not gonna lie.
I don't really. So they got to prove it.
I don't know anybody on the Saints defense. I know they're a young core, and I know the Saints got trouble. Have trouble with stopping versatile running backs, and that's all that's what Dalvin Cook is. So. If they're supposed to be ranked in preseason, this should be a good test for them. Try to stop Dalvin Cook or contain him at home, on the road.
They're playing at that stadium. Vikings very, very tough stadium to play in. Purple People Eaters are extremely loud, so it's gonna be a nice little test. I seen they were saying they want to get back to being 50-50 run pass, so it's a nice little test to see how they go in them indoors and everything like that. Now. You got another thing you want to say about that? Because I want to talk about this Fredette kid.
Oh, you want to get on Leonard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Michael Thomas is there. It should be having a little breakout year
Michael
because Brian
Thomas,
Cooks is not there, so he should be the A1 guy. You know, Drew Brees is gonna be there throwing for another 4,000 plus yards. So
another kid, keep your eye on Michael Thomas. Now, yes, this Fournette kid. Man.
Yeah, Leonard Fournette. We all know Leonard. I don't know from the first day I seen Leonard Fournette, he had AP 2.0 written all over him. LSU standout, Heisman candidate. He did it all at LSU, like you know. But the LSU, I guess they wasn't all that good. They didn't.
I like the kid. And I'm sorry, I just got to get this off. The kid said, and I quote, "The NFL is slower than I thought." I'm rooting for the kid. I want him. They play the Texans. Oh my gosh, I don't want nothing bad to happen to this kid.
Do you think my phone not AP? See, I'm thinking AP because he reminds me of him. Do you think Leonard Fournette is gonna be who you think he's gonna be, like an all-time great player?
I wouldn't say all time. I think I thought or I think
like health wise and all that guy for you know what I mean.
I think he's gonna be a very good NFL back, but I think he just put money on his head.
He said he didn't say they were soft. He didn't say they hit hard. He didn't say they hit like whatever. He said it's a little slower than what he expected. I don't really got too much problem with that.
He said, "Hold on, I got more. He said, "Playing in the I quote, playing in the SEC, that kind of helped me a lot. SEC tough, we know, hard body." He said, "But I think to me it was really easy." He used the word easy in the NFL with people flying around.
He's right though. The SEC is like the NBA D League of the
He played the Texans the first game. JJ Watt.
That's right, JJ Watt and
Clowney.
JV and Clowney and the Reader dude up the middle. Now here we go. See,
so it's a good test.
No. See, I like that. Now you got to show forth now.
It's a great test.
They on the road? They in Houston?
I'm not sure to be honest.
Put that flag.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry, but y'all got Google.
Yeah.
Y'all can definitely Google
that. But that'll be good. Now you can put his money where his mouth.
What's going on in Houston? So you know it's going to be
extra loud, crazy ruckus.
So it's a lot going on.
Remember what New Orleans did first home game with Katrina, so you already know it's gonna be crazy off the wall.
I do expect Houston to definitely rally behind that, and you got this kid talking about it's easy. He's trying to get his head knocked off his shoulders. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
But he'll get his chance because Jaguars gonna he gonna be the workhorse. Nope, TJ.
Jaguars got a lot of talent too. We've been saying that for the last 3 years, but Jaguars got a lot of talent. Let's see if they finally step it up.
Their O-line ranked 13th in the league by Pro Football Focus. They got Allen Robinson, Allen Hurns on the outside. They got Julius Thomas still serving as tight end.
First round picks.
That's so they defense. They have defensive players. They have a unit. The O-line is
my man Barry Church from the Cowboys, our safety. He was our captain. Thanks, Jags. So do something. He said too. I'm calling you out, Barry Church. This team got more talent than the Cowboys.
Well, the Cowboys secondary the last few years haven't been the answer. I don't even know why you worried about that part of the fellowship for, but yeah. But Leonard Fournette should definitely get his chances, and I think honestly he got a little nagging foot injury. But he shakes that. I think he remain healthy. I think I see 1,000 yards and 8+ touchdowns.
He got a foot injury.
He got a little nagging foot. He's a
running back.
Yeah,
it's week 1. That ain't gonna get better. But it's easy. We gonna see. He said it was easy.
But I think he is who I think he's gonna be. I see him if he remains healthy, he plays all games, whatever. He'll have 1,000 yards, 8+ touchdowns.
I'm rooting for him, LSU. I'm rooting for the kid.
Yeah, we root for Oakland, but we gonna see. And speaking of rooting, we've been rooting for this dude since we seen him on top. What was it?
I think it was a top 30.
The quarterback,
top 100,
the quarterback thing. The thing on it with the quarterback highlights. We've been rooting for this dude since we saw him together since day one. That's our guy, famous Jameis Winston. I'm clapping my hands. I probably shouldn't be for a podcast. You hear the papers, but I'm clapping for my man, and I'm gonna keep on doing it.
For famous, man. Good kid. Man. Great kid. I don't know if anybody's watched him on Hard Knocks, but he's definitely someone you should watch. A great role model off the field. I seen which I thought was huge. I don't know if it was their GM or their owner. I think it was the 3rd episode where he had the other GMs and owners from the Tampa Bay Lightning and some of the other pro teams, and he was talking about Jameis, and he said Jameis is the best leader I've ever been around.
Period. Not just football, just in life, the best leader, and that's
billionaire, in perspective, white man telling another group of powerful white men that this young black kid is the best leader, and so that's very powerful, and I think people should definitely.
Everybody should get right, and he need everybody's support. Get right behind him because he's gonna. I think we both believe one day we gonna be calling him the best quarterback in the NFL at one point, and he's gonna be sitting here bringing it to new heights.
Definitely, but we're gonna talk about what we see right now. So how you feeling about Jameis and this upcoming season?
I think Jameis got put forward this year. I think it's time for him to start taking that next step to get to that elite status. It's game time. He's at 32 career starts. This is his third season in the NFL. It's game time. It's game time. I understand NFL quarterback is the hardest position in sports. But if you are who we think he's going to be, it's time. It's not all time greatness doesn't have no. You see from the get go, and we've seen little steps, and now I think it's time with the offense he has. What he's surrounded with this shit, it's go time, man. It's go time for Jameis.
I really like Jameis, and as we've said and made very clear, rooting for Jameis. But I think it's one more year.
Nah. You can't do that.
I think it's one more year.
You can't do that.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Hold up. Before you tell me 1 more year, I'm not gonna let you do that because I know how you do with superstars. And you don't care about none of that stuff. And if it's not go time for Jameis right now, then I don't know what is.
It's Jameis one more year. One more year.
How?
He's still... Two reasons. Still preseason, but still immaturity in throws.
Yeah, he's definitely still doing dickhead.
Still just dumb,
young
just
dickhead,
dumb,
young...
silly. What are you doing, Jameis? One, he's being thrown down. He just throws the ball in the air. And two, his division. I think that division is probably the most competitive division with the Falcons, with the Panthers, and with the Saints.
Especially from a quarterback perspective.
Especially from, you got Cam Newton, Killer Cam.
Trying to get back to his vengeance from last year.
Exactly.
Being hurt.
He got something to prove, Cam Newton. Matt Ryan, he probably feel like he got something to prove on how they lost the Super Bowl.
And Drew Brees.
I think he's under contract situations, getting up there in age. So he got something he got to prove that he's still worth that money. So I think with Jameis, he can afford one more year with.
No, he can't. With this offense and what he has this year, it's time to start putting things together.
I mean, they fully loaded on all them teams. Panthers is loaded. McCaffrey, I expect Benjamin. They fully loaded.
McCaffrey, the Panthers have no Mike Evans. There's no Mike Evans on either of these teams. Mike Evans is arguably top 3 NFL receiving wide receiver in the NFL.
I feel like my man just one more. I see
he has 2 tight ends. He got the young dude from Alabama, O.J. Howard. He got Cameron Brate.
They stacked.
Yeah, he has it all. He got the running.
And the defense. The defense is, they got some real ballers on there with Alexander, with McCoy definitely. T.J. Ward just went there, so they definitely got some ballers. But I just see the Panthers bounce back and reclaiming, and Cam Newton kind of reclaiming Cam Newton. He has to, and Jameis can afford one more year. I would love to see it. Of
course, James could afford one more year, but I think it's go time. He done had 32 starts. Mm-hmm. And then, matter of fact, let me not just say it's go time. It's time for him move up into the next, a little bit next level. Like he was second in the league in interceptions. You can't do that. You can't be.
That's why I say one more year.
Toward elite level and be next to Fitzpatrick and Blake Bortles and Osweiler.
That's why I say one more.
Don't even take a picture next to them dudes, let alone be next to them in some damn stats.
He got.
And we think if we all think Jameis who we think he's gonna be, then he gotta step it up. He was 12th last year in yards, 4,090 yards. With Deshaun Jackson there, another year with Mike Evans and a young dude from Penn State, Chris Godwin, who got the she's mad mature. He's the most mature person I've seen since Mufasa or something like that. He just like if you watch Hard Knocks, he's just like, so he got a hard nosed worker. He's drafted with 3rd round. That's kind of high for an unknown really name like that wide receiver. So he got the work. Like I said, he got the 2 tight ends. He got the tools. So like from 4,090 yards, I seen him at least going for 4,300, 4,300. Last year, Joe Flacco was the 7th in the league with 4,219. So from going from that to the top 10, I think he could do that. He threw 28 touchdowns last year. I see him going for 30, especially Deshaun Jackson.
He gonna have the numbers.
Because their offense is catered to
he gonna have the numbers.
Deep passes.
But all them other teams gonna have Matt Ryan, Drew Brees, Cam Newton, all gonna have the numbers too. So I see. We gonna see. But I give him one more year.
You give him one more year. I'm thinking.
Just because of the other teams, they all fully loaded
I'm
too.
thinking you got it. You got the skills. You got the IQ. Let's go.
Real quick, I just want to have one of my I told y'all so's later on in the year, the Cleveland Browns. I think the Cleveland Browns are about to surprise some people, have some big wins.
Definitely on your own with this one.
They allowed 29 points on defense in the preseason in 4 games. Preseason, but that they played some players. And they had some big games. They played against the Bucks. Our guy Jameis. They did.
That's preseason.
And but it was the dress rehearsal game, the 3rd game. And they won. And so they got my eye. I like the Kaiser kid.
They have the talent. You're right. I do. They have the talent.
I like Peppers. He was flying all over the field.
Jabril Peppers. I like him
just
too.
Something to see. Just something to look at. What else you?
I don't think. Just piggyback off that. Maybe from the gambling perspective, they might be covering the spread week by week. But other than that, 5 or 6 wins. I don't see Cleveland Browns. They got They got the rookie QB. So. And
5 or 6 wins. How many they had? That's all right for them. I see 7 wins though. I see a sneaky 7, which I think is a huge leap in the right direction.
I see.
Shout out to their coach Hugh Jackson.
Then I think Isaiah Crowell gonna have a little year.
He's another one to keep a little eye on.
Because they got the rookie QB, so with the rookie QBs.
So it's
getting much help as one.
They ain't going to the playoffs.
No,
of
course not.
I see them winning some big games though. I definitely do see that.
You see them winning this week versus the Steelers?
It's in Cleveland.
So what?
Pittsburgh likes to start a little cool, so let's see. I ain't ready to jump out the window yet, but I'm predicting 7 games. We gonna check up on that, but I'm predicting 7 games.
Right. Remember that. Mark this down. 5, 6 games. Means you got him for the 7.
I got him for the 7, man.
And one more thing, real quick, before we kind of wrap things up. Real quick topic for the top 5 things from week 1. Khalil Mack. I think this year Khalil Mack separates himself from the pack. All this J.J. Watt, Jadeveon Clowney, C.J. Mosley, Aaron Donald, whoever you think is the best defensive player in the league is going to be hands down, without a question of a doubt, Khalil Mack. Honestly, doing research today on him, I never knew he was all pro first team for 2 different positions. That ain't never happened in the NFL before.
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't get me neither. so you put him anywhere.
You should get a double check for that or something. Another bonus.
Yeah, but this year I see him separating himself from the pack. He since he came to the Raiders, he done had 35% of their sacks. You got shooting guards in the NBA who can't shoot 35% for 3-point field goal, and you got this dude who got 35% of these sacks since he kind of NFL.
I like the kid. I definitely think him, Von Miller.
Yeah, Von Miller,
tails,
of course. Yeah, I mentioned Von Miller.
Him, Von Miller, heads or tails, definitely 2 best defensive players coming out this year.
Yeah, of course. I see it. You're right. I see where you're coming from. I see that going to the season, but I think when it's all said and done this year, after then, he's gonna separate himself from the pack. He's gonna get close to 20 sacks, if not 20 sacks this year. And honestly, keep it a buck. The Raiders' defense not all that good.
No.
They're not all that good. Khalil Mack make up for all that. You know what I'm saying? So
they spent all that money on offense. They're another one with a great O-line, top 3, top 5 O-line in the NFL.
Yeah, another one. Yeah.
So they spent a lot of money on that O-line too. So the defense is a little lacking a little bit. So I can get into sports politics real quick. We good. We
Always
good
get
on
into
the.
sport. You
All right, we
You
got.
can
We
always
good
get into
on
sports
the.
politics.
All right, so we're gonna have a segment every week, sports politics, different things that blend the two, and of course, the hot burning topic is Colin Kaepernick, and we're gonna try to avoid the same cliche angle. We just want to highlight the hypocrisy that the media definitely and owners and GMs and the excuses on why he's not on the team. If I could just elaborate a little more, if I just be even kill, I understand all teams don't need Colin Kaepernick. I understand there's very, very few teams that could have signed him. So I understand you can't force a team to sign him, nor would he want a team to just be forced for him to be on there. But some of the excuses that are just put out from owners and the media on why, and then I hear people regurgitate this stuff, is just like sickening. It's just crazy.
That's to create the flag.
That's, and it's, so it's just like that. That's one of for one, the distraction aspect. These men are paid to play football. I don't think during a football game, a football player is not going to run a route as hard as he can, hit someone as hard as he can, kick the ball, just because he's so distracted that Colin Kaepernick is on his team. I just highly, highly doubt that.
I look at it as get right down to it. The object of being an NFL team in the NFL is to win a Super Bowl or try to be a great franchise and win games. Colin Kaepernick, if you want to talk about skill-wise, is probably top 15, 20 quarterback in the NFL right now. These are current quarterbacks currently right now in the NFL. Derek Anderson, Sam Bradford, Blake Bortles, Matt Castle, Kellen Clemens, Connor Cook, Chase Daniel, Austin Davis, Jacoby Brissett, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Blaine Gabbert, Mike Lennon, Ryan Griffin. Like, who are these people? Who you telling me that Colin Kaepernick can be a serviceable backup in the NFL and help out an NFL team, except them will go wrong with they starting and something will go wrong with their starters instead of Kevin Hogan. If something happened to Pfizer, Kevin Hogan is going to come in, like, it's hard for me to find the words because it's very upsetting. We've been going back, like, behind closed doors, me and Meech have been talking about this for weeks now. And it's straight bullshit how Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a job in the NFL.
And really, one thing, like, for an example, I've gotten a couple different requests of a protest, right? Protest, stand, and I tell them off the bat, no, I'm not protesting. As far as that aspect of not watching, not buying, I can't. I'm addicted to football. I just cannot. And what I try to understand from the NFL standpoint is the NFL does this every so often. They did it with Tom Brady. They did it with the Saints. They're doing it with Ezekiel Elliott right now. And it's always just the NFL doing what they want. And if you don't appease to them, like as if you're some just figured athletic slave, then you're going our timeout, or we just totally throw you out.
But it's a real bold statement that they're making, because the reason why he's doing it because on African Americans is getting murdered by the police and nothing is happening. We didn't grow up in coming up in school with our hand on our chest, pledging allegiance to the American flag, liberty and justice for all. We were singing national anthems with cutting out the third verse, talking about how we're gonna catch the black people, you catch the slaves, you can't get away. That damn soul's not for us. We got to sit there and stand to that. And while this is happening, while a government agency is murdering unarmed black people at a higher rate than any other race in this country. But that's the reason why he's doing it. No disrespect. No. It's silent. It's a nil.
No disrespect.
But that's how he's doing it,
That's the
and they
truth.
take
Ain't
that
nothing
and they
disrespect.
sitting there forget why he's doing it.
But my I didn't mean to cut you off, my
Yeah.
brother. But my thing, because I mean, I could rant about how I feel about that and how to me it's just so idiotic. People don't see that and they just want to make it about a flag, right? But I just want to highlight just the hypocrisy of the NFL, the people, the media, and how it's just he's just being vilified, right? So one thing they said is he's not on the Dolphins because he wore a T-shirt of Fidel Castro in Miami, right? Now, if I just be real honest and not take, I understand that they signed Jay Cutler because Jay Cutler and the offensive coordinator have a relationship. I get that. But don't tell me, because now you're trying to vilify. You're trying to... Then another thing is we want you, Cap, to come out and talk and express where you come from and let us know exactly where you stand. Tom Brady had a Make America Great hat in his locker. In a sidebar, his wife denounced Trump, right before the election. I don't know, if they disagree or if that was a PC move. I don't know.
Hey, wait, hold on. Is Tom Brady's wife an immigrant?
I believe so, right?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, that's one. All right, good. My bad.
But we cool. She denounced Trump, so we cool. But I see, I definitely get the point you're making. But we didn't drag Tom Brady out and said, "Hey, Tom Brady, you got to let us know what that's about, how you feel." I think he got asked once, and I think he just kind of ran off the podium, didn't ask any more questions, right?
Of course, it's blatant. They're not gonna do it to Tom Brady, but you're absolutely right.
But then we have this excuse of the production. We don't know, it's distraction of production. Some like to forget, or the NFL definitely likes to sweep that Ben Roethlisberger had a sexual assault case, right? And I'm not trying to throw him under the bus. We're not going to get into that. But we're just going to talk about production. He came back the next year, 21 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Okay, that's all right.
So Big Ben had 21 and 14, you said?
21 and 14, yeah, that next year, 21 and 14.
By this point, everybody know what Colin had last year.
16 and 4, right? That's pretty good. 16 and 4. Wow. And I'm not throwing Ben Roethlisberger under the bus. I don't know that happened. It could, especially with what's going on with Zeke now, But I know as far as a production level, 21 and 14, 16 and 4, But really, the Ravens and the Seahawks I want to highlight. The Ravens, clowns, cowards,
frauds,
both
liars.
made a spectacle. We've never seen press conferences for players. This whole, we want to see how the public feels first. Football fan, let me talk. Matter of fact, this is so perfect. When Ray Rice had his issue, who was out there? I was seeing on TV. Raven fan women's wearing his jersey, talking about we support him. Because football fans love football, regardless. We turn a blind eye to all the crazy things football players do. So for the Ravens now to make this whole spectacle, and we got to do a press conference to see how the public feels, it's just like, I'm just tired of the hypocrisy. If you're not going to sign him, you're not going to sign him. I'm at a point where I doubt Colin Kaepernick ever plays football in the NFL again. But I think that's a sacrifice he made for a bigger cause, and he'll go down in history as one of the biggest activists in our time.
And just to piggyback off that, this is how you know it's all a spectacle. This is how you know it's all a show. These dudes bringing them in there and not working them out.
Seahawks.
What the hell you doing bringing the quarterback in there who looking for a job when you trying to see if he's a serviceable backup or just in case something happens to your starting quarterback? How you not working him out? You're going to see where his mind is at. You're not going to see where his physical traits are, his physical ability. Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. Nobody want to see, but you see right through that.
So
I like Pete Carroll and all that, but whatever, man.
It's just crazy. So it's just like, just to wrap this segment up, I'm way past the flag and those people who still blaming it on that. You just ain't going. You just don't want to see the truth.
Yeah, so it's never gonna.
But I just want people to understand the hypocrisy of the media and how they just all these excuses and vilifying, and it's just that's what's just real disheartening and just crazy to me about the whole situation. How we could come up with every excuse but the truth. We just don't want to talk about the truth.
Because rape and sexual assault is okay, but murdering unarmed black folks by the police and not getting justice for it is desecration and wrong place, wrong time, and the flag. Man, fuck that goddamn flag.
This is crazy. So, to wrap up our first episode on a lighter note, me and my man Ev actually played each other in fantasy football. That was me, my bad. We play each other in fantasy football this week. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna definitely we got opening week 1. You thought there was ducking? Yeah, Zeke playing. Yeah, I got Zeke.
Opening week and the one Nas set up?
Yeah, we don't.
We do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we definitely do. We definitely do. I knew this.
We do.
So we'll definitely keep y'all updated. We're gonna win that. Let you know I got Dez.
There's no need to update.
I got Zeke. They let me get Zeke in the 6th round. How dare they? I got Amari Cooper. I got D Hop. I got Antonio Brown. I got Jordan Howard, who's gonna have a huge year. That's my sleeper for a huge year.
I got Le'Veon Bell.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not even gonna tell you the rest of my lineup. I have Le'Veon Bell. That's it.
Hey,
that's it. Le'Veon.
I'm gonna be back. We gonna be back next week with we gonna be back, but I'm gonna be back with 2 wins next week with my Cowboys, Dak MVP. You know what I'm saying, and my fantasy victory over my main man.
Giants gonna start this season 1-0, like we started in the segment. Oh, before we forget, let me give you my weekly.
Yes.
Forgot about that.
Yes, for all the bettors.
My weekly gamblers out there. I'm out there. Listen up to Uncle Ev, man. I got y'all, B. We gonna call this the house money pick of the week. Call it the house money pick of the week. Whatever you're doing, you got mortgage, you got rent, you got a house. Don't pay the bill. Bet the bill. Bet the bill. Giants +4 on the road. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you.
I'm wrong the first week when we gonna blow y'all out.
No. We're not gonna blow us out. We're not gonna blow out. The last year, the Giants, Cowboys combined both games a total 4 points. 10-9 and what? No, my fault. 10-7 and 19-20.
Mm-hmm.
They got the Cowboys by 4. It's not happening. NFC rivals opening day. We going hard. Giants win 28-23. Bet the house, bet the mortgage. Big F, house money, pick of the week.
Damn, you gonna do it like that the first week?
That's right.
Oh, right.
Sizzler on me. Actually on you. I gave you the pick. Sizzler on you. You gonna find a Sizzler.
So that's the first show. We wrap that up.
That's first show, man.
Oh man, first of a million.
First of a million
I
thousand.
I'm very excited. Mm-hmm. Very excited. Very more things, more segments to come, more liveliness. We're gonna have some intros, all kind of things. We gotta get certain kind of legal things and things worked out with music and things like that. So we're gonna have a lot of things going on. To look forward to. It's only gonna get bigger. Only gonna
bigger
get
and better from him. We only gonna get better from him.
Only gonna get realer. You know what I'm saying?
Too real.
Like always, I wanna thank my man Craig, the engineer, one time. My brother, always pushing me and helping me with dreams. You know what I'm saying? Me and my partner here.
Yes,
so we gonna see y'all next week, huh?
And thank y'all for the support too, big time, y'all. For real.
Two wins for me. Watch, I bet that. We out of here, man. 2 Real Sports, keeping it 2 real.
Yes, sir. See y'all next week.